Hello my friends, welcome to another Cubic Clash video. I hope you liked their newest ad I used as an intro, but today we will be going over a new deck and this is the deck we're talking about. So let's see what this has to offer. Okay, so the star of this deck is Jolly, the one in the middle, so we'll go over that right away. Then Cyclone and Gigawatt are our main DPS, and Master Tai and Replicator are our support units. So the point of the game is, if it works, is getting jollies like you just saw, getting jollies and bombing your opponent with a couple of jollies very early in the game, because most likely he will not have the the damage to deal with it. As you can see, again, 3 jollies on his nose and boom, game over in like 2 minutes. I have been playing with this today in versus mode, so maybe it will also work with the extra speed in arena, but I'm not sure, because I think for arena you're gonna have to rely on jolly too much, because once your opponent gets his damage on the board to deal with your jollies, it's gonna be a bit harder, and that's where Cyclone and Gigawatt come in, because I want some damage to go in the later game. As you will be able to see in this specific game, my opponent has a lot better deck, so I want to be able to win, because he will be taking care of my jollies once his Inferno starts doing all the damage. So that's something important to keep in mind. Make sure you get enough damage on the board if your jolly tactic didn't work early game, that you have the damage to finish off the game in the late game. Okay, other options. You have other options. I would prefer to use these 2 support units, but if you don't have Master Tai, you can use Pinky. But in that case, if you have Gacha, I think Gacha is a better option. Then for your damage dealers, you can swap them around to something else, depends what you like playing. I had this combination in mind and it works pretty well for me, but I've also seen people using a similar deck but use Inferno, the devil guy my opponent is using right now as a main damage dealer. Use him as a damage dealer, but I personally don't like it, because for him to do all his damage you need odd numbers on the board, and I want to summon my monsters, my units, whenever I can, to get as many jollies as I can to flood my opponent's board, or at least get a couple of out there, and that way I'm gonna interrupt my odd numbers of Infernos, and I don't like that. But in the very end of the game, like towards end game, Inferno might be the better damage dealing option, but you have to make choices in life, and this is the choice I made. And that's basically it for this deck. So it's a pretty cool deck, it's fun to play, and it feels oh so good, destroying your opponent within 10 seconds. It's pretty nuts, so you have to try it out. Okay, this is basically it for the deck. There's one more match coming, so you can see it in action. Make sure to join my Discord server. You can find the info down below in the description. Please do make some comments if you want to see certain decks, or you have questions or anything. Just post them in the comments and I'll try and make a video about it and help you guys out. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I will be making a lot more Cubic Clash videos in the future, and there's nothing else to say but see you guys on the battlefield.